Rashad, why you
Anyway,
didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother. Trump,
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey,
Working
Rashad.
alongside of apologies here. Zoe Spencer, friend of the channel, she has apologized for what she said in or what she did, the place of SAing or things of that sort to Saiid, who was Silky's assistant. Dan, did you see that story?
I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Zoe Spencer, a streamer, and her and Nina, another female streamer, they pretty much were kind of SAing Saiid, who is Silky's assistant. Saiid, to give you like kind of a rundown, he wears glasses. He's kind of he might be on the spectrum. I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but he seems kind of a bit like the traditional socially awkward kind of like nerdy guy. He kind of fits that thing, to give everybody a background. And so they kind of like forced themselves on him. Like Zoe was twerking on him one time. Another time, like Nina was holding him down and she was twerking on him. And then Saiid was like, stop. And he was smiling. So they kept doing it because they thought that, oh, we all playing here. But Saiid really felt a way about it. And he cried after the fact. He said he was really traumatized by the experience. And he even thought of, thoughts of ending his own life in the midst of all of the, kind of post-traumatic thing. So in that, months later, Nina went to a party with Silky. And Your Rage approached her. Your Rage is another member of FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan has Silky, if you're wondering where's the connection there. And, Your Rage, he confronted Nina about it. And she said, at the end of the day, man, if you're a man crying about getting twerked on, are you really a man? Like, she kept playing into the downplaying the man's traumatic experience and his response to it. After that went viral, Nina's response, that's when Twitch took action 5 months after the fact, and they suspended both Nina and Zoe. Nina has since been unbanned, and so has Zoe, but I think Nina was rebanned by Twitch. And Zoe hasn't streamed since she first got banned. She put out this public statement. So now we're caught up. Any thoughts, Dan, before I read the statement?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay, all right, cool. I was just making sure. She said, I want to publicly address the situation that's been circling around. The incident took place in February, and after old clips resurfaced, I took full accountability during the stream this past May. Doesn't sound like you're taking much accountability right now. I'm not going to lie to you. In that stream, I publicly apologize to anyone that I made feel uncomfortable. I reflected on my actions and expressed gratitude to my community and even those outside of it for holding me accountable. This is a terrible first paragraph. I'm not going to lie. Zoe, you are a friend of the channel. I appreciate you for taking the time out for speaking with me. You're a very nice person interacting with me. I appreciate you. This is just fair criticism. I'm not going to lie to you. It's just criticism is criticism. It is what it is. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. This is a terrible first paragraph. You didn't take no accountability. You ain't apologize. This is terrible. You ain't say the man's name. Who is it? I apologize to anyone I made feel uncomfortable. It's only one person you made feel uncomfortable. His name is Saiid. You know his name. You say you apologize in May. Apologize again. The kid is still crying. The kid is he's still traumatized by it. And you're still showing little to no remorse. Twitch, Dan Clancy, ban her. How about that? Ban her for one more week. Maybe that will get the message across. She's still not getting it. This first paragraph shows me that you still don't get it. You still downplaying the severity of the issue. You even saying after old clips resurface and being like, man, that's old stuff, man. That's old stuff, bro. You dismissing it again. You don't realize this kid is crying about this situation on camera as of last week. When y'all got banned, the Joker was crying. He got banned. I mean, he was crying on camera again when Twitch unbanned y'all. Stop being dismissive of victims. It was somebody in my comment section tonight. I was talking about Charlemagne the God and his wife because he pulled up with his wife to the South Carolina preseason game, and on camera I just said, "Oh, Charlemagne brought out his wife. He don't never show her. It must be a special event." And someone said, "Show her, show she's a human being. Stop dehumanizing women. This and that." And when I saw that, I was like, you could obviously go with the, "Oh, y'all doing too much. People complain about anything" method. But what she said was valid. Everybody's perspectives and feelings are valid. And this is a woman here speaking about women's issues, a woman topic. My words, choice of words, and everything like that while describing a woman. So I had to say, hey, I'm not perfect. I take note of what you said. I apologize. I messed up. I shouldn't have described his wife as he showed off his wife as an object. I should have been like, "Oh, Charlemagne, he pulled up with his wife. He came with his wife. He brought his wife along with him," or whatever the case might be. I don't know the correct way to word it. I'll work on it. I'll get better. But I had to acknowledge that person's pain or feeling like disrespected or whatever the case. When someone is crying on the other side, Zoe, as the victim, you have to show more remorse in this. Of, I already apologized about that back in May. That's old news. And then you said the incident with the T. It was multiple clips on multiple streams, Zoe. Y'all chased the kid the next day and said, "Oh yeah, yesterday I twerked on him and he ran away from it." Y'all chased him around the little jump part to hold him down and try to twerk on him again or whatever for the camera, for the sake of content. It's not entertaining. It wasn't funny the first time. It wasn't funny the second time. We all have bits that fall flat. It's cool. It's what happens as a content creator. You can't be doing that. See it fell flat. See that it falls along the lines of S-ing and still do what like, that's crazy. That's crazy work. It's crazy work. Second paragraph. Let's see if this gets better. "My apologies have always been sincere." You still haven't apologized this time. She ain't even apologized. She said, let's read the first paragraph again. "I want to publicly address," that don't sound like an apology, "the situation that's been circling around." You didn't specifically address which situation is circling around. You're being accused of S-ing. That is serious. That is a criminal offense. And he wants to press charges. This is a serious thing. You aren't even addressing it. The incident took place. Incident with the T took place in February, and after old clips resurfaced, I took full accountability during the stream this past May. In that stream, I publicly apologized with a D. I apologized. Do you apologize now? And nowhere in here did you apologize. So you say you took accountability and you apologize in May. So you apologize once in May, and that's supposed to cover all your apologies for the rest of the time. It don't work like that. And then you say apologize with the D to refer to one apology. Second paragraph, it begins even worse because you say "my apologies" with an S, as if you apologize multiple times. You've only apologized once. You just said it in the first graph. You can fool somebody who can't read. You can't fool somebody who can read. This for all the people, by the way, that say I can't read when I read and I stutter when I read the stories. Let's break down reading for real then, if we want to internalize and analyze people's reading ability. Because I'm here right now. It's 2:30 in the morning, 1:46 in the morning. I'm wide awake. I'm here right now. What's up? What are we talking about? We are here. Since then, I've spent some real time reflecting, learning, and growing from my mistakes. What happened will never happen again, and I remain committed to becoming a better version of myself every day. Thank you to everyone who's reached out, checked in, or extended grace along the way. Why are we reaching out and extending grace to you? You ain't the victim.
Man, that's something.
It's crazy. After all of this, you still not showing remorse. You still don't get it. After all of that, the public scrutiny, getting canceled, getting banned, not being able to do your job, because that's your job. That's how you get paid. Twitch, social media. You're not able to do your full job to the full extent and get all the checks because you was doing great ideas at this time. You did the Soldier Boy stream in Atlanta. You had some other stuff cooking up in Atlanta. You had the Peasy stream in Atlanta. You did the thing with Lucci a couple weeks ago on the day he released his album. You've been doing some great content, Zoe. You turned the corner. Oh man. After the whole Soluminati situation, so you've been doing an amazing job. You deserve all the flowers you've been getting since the Soluminati situation. You bounced back so crazy. You had a crazy summer. BET Awards, Essence Festival, and then switching up the whole content of your the whole kind of thing of your content. You've been making great stuff. You and the Shay Frost have made sensational pivots in your content. I salute y'all for that. This is unacceptable. This is, you might as well said nothing. You might as well just been quiet until you came back to stream. Just come back to stream a month later. Everybody gonna forget about it. They're gonna move on to the next thing. Kaisenat will be back. People be talking about Kaisenat. People forget about it. You just go back to stream. You might as well did that than do this. This just shows that you still aren't fully even sorry for what you did. I don't know if you've seen the clips, Dan. I reacted to it, everything like that on the channel about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
One of the jokers, they took him. Nina picked him up by the feet or something like that. Zoe picked him up by the arm, by the hands. They dragged him to a bedroom and threw him on the bed, and then Zoe jumped on him on the bed. And then
Dude,
while she jumped on him
nice.
on stream, on camera, while she did that, Nina went through his bed and said, "Ooh, what's in this bag? What's it?" They calling this content. That's going over the line. That kid
That's
was
fine.
crying for months.
That's violating personal space.
Exactly. And here's the thing that everybody's saying. The reason why it's such a big deal, because it is a big deal. What if the roles will reverse? As my camera goes 0 dark 30. What if the roles will reverse? If a man was, hold on, wait for it. If a man was on stream dry humping a girl streamer on stream, what would have happened? And everybody, all his buddies around him laughing. If a man went on stream with his man friend and they picked up a girl, one dude by the legs, one dude by the hands, they dragged her to a bedroom on stream, flung her onto the bed. One of them hopped on her in the bed and started dry humping her on stream. What would have happened?
Yeah.
He wouldn't be able to see the light of day on the internet. They be treating him like young Philly right now, who's got some serious allegations off stream and things of that sort. That's a whole nother story. So it's like, for the fact that y'all got away with that and y'all were able to still do y'all careers, y'all better be grateful. Y'all better be humble, and y'all better understand the severity of what you did. For y'all to still dismiss it and not get it, I don't know if it's y'all just got the wrong people in y'all circle. Like she said at the end here, thank you to everybody who's reached out and supported me throughout this time. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe your friends are trying to support you so much through this that they aren't even teaching you what exactly you did wrong and why people are tripping over it on the internet. If your friends are going with, man, girl, you know how the internet be, you know how to da 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 da, as opposed to addressing these real life issues and real life effects. This kid was on stream crying, a grown man crying on stream multiple times, saying that he's dealt with mental health trips and issues throughout his adult life. And his mom was concerned for his mental health and his safety and his well-being after this entire situation played out in public and went viral online. And he himself said there was a point where he thought about taking his own life because of all the backlash from all of this. That is what you have on your hands here. You have to treat that delicately and like you give a dang. To put it quite frank, you have to act like you care about it. And this comes off as dismissive, like you don't care at all. And that's sad. Beyond the whole initial thing, the fact that you even came back with something as insincere as this, that's sad as well. And Zoe, like I said, you are a talented person. You are funny. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Everything else, you have the image for it. You are a star. This is unacceptable. And you have to learn. Everybody has growing pains. Everybody has bumps. You got away with something that could have really ruined your real life. You need to acknowledge that, the severity of it, and properly address what accountability and an apology looks like. Because this ain't it. All right, I'm moving on to the next thing. Dan, you want to say anything about it?
Yeah, this doesn't feel like it's a sincere apology at all. It doesn't seem like it.
There it is. All right. Let's see this.
I'm talking about. This whole thing just made me realize, bro, that I gotta do better. I gotta do better as a person. I got people.
I ain't gonna lie. This is way better than Zoe's apology off bat. I like this apology. How you feel, Dan? You like this apology better than the Zoe one?
I can feel it.
For me, I got people looking up to me, and I gotta do better, bro. And if things happen, you know, instead of just wondering if it's really wrong or not, I'm just gonna go up there and say, "Yo, bro, that was my fault, and I'm very sorry."
Wrong or not? No, that's not it. Never mind. You messed up again. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. You messed it up again. Whether or not I feel like it was bad or not. No. You apologize. Period. All right, Jason.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
Trump lit.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.